Hey guys, welcome to today's Schmoedown Tea Time. We will be breaking down Rachel Silvestrini and Paul Preston's match in this video, but I just wanted to apologize. I was super sick and I couldn't talk, so I couldn't do reaction videos, but a lot more are coming after this one, and I will be caught up after today. So, let's get into this match. We have Rachel and Paul, who went head-to-head a few weeks ago in their teams match with the Movie Guys and Inky and the Brain, and both these players stood out as maybe the stronger of the two competitors on their team. I am especially rooting for Rachel. I feel like Rachel is way more talented as a competitor than she has shown us, and I feel like Inky and the Brain, she definitely stood out more, but I'm really excited to see her grow even more as a competitor and stand out in this singles match. As much as I am excited for Rachel, I am excited for Paul to kind of get redemption. I feel like the Movie Guys felt like they were going to have a stronger entrance into the Schmoedown, and they are now 0-1, so I'm hoping that maybe he can also prove himself as a strong competitor, but I'm actually rooting for Rachel, and I know that this is probably a match that's going to determine if these players can get into the singles tournament, as most of the matches for the next couple weeks are. I feel like both of them would really do well in the tournament. They would bring so much variety to the already stacked tournament that it's proving to be a great tournament season in 2019. My prediction is that Rachel will win. I feel like she just has a little bit more experience than Paul, and it shows in singles matches, especially because you can only rely on yourself. And so I just feel like she just has that edge over him. Also, I'm so sorry for this sparkly thing on my forehead. I literally cannot get it off, and I'm it's annoying me, so I'm sorry if it's annoying you.
But we're coming back, and it starts with me, because fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, won't get fooled again. Revenge will be ours, all right? And I'm taking this match on behalf of the Movie Guys, planting us firmly back in the Schmoedown.
So the pre-match scene definitely kind of proved what I was already thinking, is that the Movie Guys want to prove that they are worthy of being strong competitors in the Schmoedown. And the scene was really entertaining. It didn't really have a lot of story otherwise than that they are going to be a force to be reckoned with. They are wanting to do well, and that was just a fluke that they lost to Inky and the Brain. I feel like the Schmoedown is going towards two ends of the spectrum in terms of someone's either just here for the trivia and that's it, and they don't really understand the story element or the WWE side of the Schmoedown, or you have people who are 100% into the story, into the character aspect. And then when you have those two types of competitors go head to head, it just makes for an awkward viewing, I feel like sometimes. And I feel like the Movie Guys are just so entertaining, and they bring a lot of charm to the Schmoedown that just makes for an entertaining match.
Who directed Romancing the Stone?
No clue.
That's incorrect.
That is not correct.
Robert Zemeckis.
That is correct.
Robert.
Paul's up for a point.
What year saw the release of Braveheart, Heat, and Seven?
My birthday, my birth year, as far as you know, 1995.
Wow.
That is correct.
All right, and the spry 20s, I can't do math. Sure. Rachel.
94.
94.
Who plays famed astronaut Neil Armstrong in 2018's First Man?
Mickey Mouse Club member himself, Ryan Gosling.
That is correct. She's on the board with a
There
point.
he is. Good
Paul.
Canadian kid.
All right, Paul takes a 3-1 lead, though.
In The Lion King, what does Hakuna Matata mean?
Means no worries.
That is correct, sir.
For the rest of your days.
All right, Rachel got
All
a 2, no worries. Which actress stars in the films The Fifth Element, The Fourth Kind, and Resident Evil?
Mila Jovanovic. I can never say her name. Jovanovic.
Yeah, we can't accept.
It's not even.
It's so
it's
close.
not.
I knew
It's
she was
not
gonna
spelled
screw me over at
correctly
some
either. To
point.
back you up there, Paul.
My second wife, Mia Jovovich.
Mila
That girl.
Jovovich is
Mila
correct.
Jovovich. What 90s teen comedy has the tagline, "You never forget your first piece"?
American Pie.
That's
Warm
correct.
Apple pie. He got
American
it.
Pie.
John Cusack and Samuel L. Jackson star in what 2007 film based on a Stephen King story about an author who gets stuck in a haunted hotel room?
1408.
You got the number
That's
right.
correct.
Did Paul?
I did not.
Oh!
What Wes Anderson film follows young kids Sam Shakusky and Susie Bishop, who fall in love in the 1960s?
Moonrise Kingdom.
That's correct for a point.
He's got 7.
What did you say?
Moonrise Kingdom.
Moonlight Kingdom.
Moonrise.
It's Oh!
So going into round 2, the score is 7-4 with Paul in the lead. I feel like Rachel just kind of had some brain flubs, and I feel like this isn't showcasing how good she is. After seeing Paul's round 1, I feel like after getting some practice, just competing, just, you know, getting under the lights and competing in more matches, I feel like once he gets into the swing of things, he will be a very good player. And not that he isn't right now. This round 1 made me realize, like, oh, once he totally understands the Schmoedown, like, he will be a force to be reckoned with. And I say that about everyone. Almost every reaction video, like, I say that like phrase, a force to be reckoned with, but I would definitely say that for both Paul and Rachel, but just this round 1 for Paul just made me think that.
Gonna pass dramas.
This could be Spinner's choice, though, Ken. He might have got what he wanted.
It is Spinner's choice! Spinner's choice! Directors!
Who directed Ice Cube and Kevin Hart in 2014's Ride Along?
Tim Story?
2
It
points.
is Tim Story for 2
points.
Rob Minkoff and Roger Allers directed what classic Disney animated film?
Aladdin?
That is incorrect for a 1-point steal rate.
Lion King?
That's a big steal
Big
for
steal,
a point.
big-
Christopher McQuarrie has directed how many films in the Mission Impossible series?
2.
2 points.
Correct, 2 points.
Tate Taylor directed what 2011 period drama?
The Help.
2 more points for Paul. Oh, this could be Disney film.
Disney,
Ken.
she's got it, she's got it. Which Disney princess comes from Andalasia?
Giselle.
That's correct for a point. What Disney animated film features the song Following the Leader?
Peter Pan.
That's correct for 2 points. What 90s film was Disney's live-action remake of one of its earlier animated feature films and starred Carrie Elwes, Lena Headey, and Sam Neill?
Jungle Book.
That is correct. Which animated film includes the song The Best of Friends?
Fox and the Hound.
That's correct for a point.
So that was a very good round 2 for both the competitors. Rachel got Disney, which I know is a strength of hers. If you have seen the Call to Action Disney match, I highly suggest that. Paul ended up getting directors, and the difference in points is still the same from round 1 going into round 3, with Paul having a 3-point lead over Rachel. So Rachel has to have a very good round 3 in order to beat Paul, and Paul has to have a terrible round 3 to lose to Rachel. But I'm hoping that Rachel can possibly pull out a win. I would love to see her get that W.
What 1994 film finds an archaeologist played by James Spader going on an intergalactic mission through a portal with an army colonel played by Kurt Russell?
Stargate.
2 points.
Points.
Who plays Mary Stuart in Mary, Queen of Scots?
Margot Robbie.
Incorrect. Looking for
Incorrect.
Saoirse Ronan in 2007's Waitress. Who plays Dr. Jim Pomander, the new doctor who starts an affair with the already pregnant Jenna?
3, 2.
Nope.
And your winner by way of TKO, Paul Preston. We're looking for Nathan Fillion.
So Paul did end up winning, and I'm sad for Rachel, but I feel like Paul played very well, and so did Rachel. I feel like she just constantly gets these matches where she is so close to winning, or she just is one question behind, or just if it wouldn't have been for that one answer, like she would be in the lead, and she keeps cutting it so close, and it just is making me frustrated, like, for her. So I am hoping to see her in the tournament, and we'll see what she has to say in the post-game interviews, but I am sad for her. But for Paul, I'm also excited because, you know, coming in, losing in the teams league, I feel like maybe he lost a lot. I feel like maybe he lost a little street cred. You know, he was kind of talking a big game before he came in to the Schmoedown. So now that he does have a win under his belt, he can start to prove people wrong, and he can start to get some more W's, maybe compete and get farther in the tournament this year, and show that he is here to stay.
But yeah, I need to study a little bit more. I just started a new job. It's fun, and all the stresses and stuff, you just need to put that away and be able to focus on this. I think that Devin and I have a lot to prove. I think that we have just hit our stride, and we're starting to get better and better.
And your misses have been near misses.
Oh, all of our matches have been the closest matches in history, I think.
Well, look, there's a movie out there called The Professor and the Madman. I don't know if you know this movie. It stars Sean Penn and Mel Gibson. Believe it or not, Mel Gibson doesn't play the madman. However, I think I want to make that movie come to life right here at the Schmoedown. I'll be the madman. Lon Harris, you be the professor.
Whoa.
So following the post-game interviews, we have Paul challenging Lon Harris to a singles match. I feel like that makes a lot of sense in terms of skill level. I feel like Lon Harris is in the middle range of competitor. I feel like his record is like 3-2 or 3-3 or something. And Paul, you know, he does have one win under his belt, and I feel like you can't just be challenging these crazy good players. I feel like Lon is a perfect next step for Paul to again prove himself worthy of being in the tournament and being a strong singles player. I also feel like that will just be a very entertaining match because both those characters are so fun to watch. I feel like the professor character kind of annoys people a lot, but I enjoy it wholeheartedly, and I would love to see him go up against Paul because he just has this like bro, like chill vibe to him, and just him going up against the professor will be very entertaining to watch. And I actually am going to be doing that reaction video like in like an hour. So be sure to check that out. And my prediction for that match would probably be that, I don't know, I feel like maybe Lon would win just because he has more experience. But then again, I said Rachel would win this match because she has more experience, and like here we are. So I feel like Lon is like perfectly rated. Like he's not overrated, but he's not underrated. And that will be a perfect match for both of them. So that would definitely be the biggest team moment. There wasn't really a lot story-wise this match. I feel like a lot of these upcoming matches are just going to be making sure people have the opportunity to get a win under their belt or kind of go up in the rankings so that they can have a good spot for the tournament. And, you know, it's just getting placed for the tournament, if that makes sense. And everything is kind of just leading up to these tournaments. I don't really have a problem with that because even though Corruption was such a fun tournament last year, I'm excited to see 2 big single and team tournaments, and the 2019 season is going to be lit. So yes, that is it for today's Schmoedown Tea Time. Be sure to check out all my other videos that will be following this one very shortly. Be sure to follow my Twitter where I do reaction threads to the live events, and my Instagram, and subscribe here on YouTube and maybe comment who you think is going to win, Paul or Lon. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See ya!